I don't see how we can make bigger enemies.
To be offended or frightened of everything.
So you've become like the sort of Tony Scarface of podcasting.
Poseidon, are you bringing me in this morning?
Yeah, we're live.
Good morning, everybody. We've got a lot to talk about. The morning show hasn't been active in a couple of weeks now.
Yep.
Many reasons. One of them was George, who we're going to get to in a moment, was stuck in jail, or as he calls it, Bros Hard. Bros Hard is where he lives. Phil then landed sick with the COVID. Phil got SARS-CoV-2, the last person in his family to get it, so we couldn't start it. Then we had Poseidon also at the same time, decided to get sick with the Rona as well. So everyone around me got sick. It is obviously a peasant's disease because I have yet to catch any of this. So remember, guys, support us on Patreon, patreon.com/Pantelis, the best way to support us, because sooner or later they're going to shut us down for talking all kinds of shit, and you have no idea what kind of shit we're going to talk about today. But without further ado, let's go over to our newsman, the guy who's always complaining that he's too hard with his bros. It's George, just us dads are hard, Chandrizos.
What's up, man?
What's up, G? Welcome back.
Thank you. And I don't know if it's too late. I never know what the cutoff is, but Happy New Year to everyone.
I feel like 2 weeks later, bro, you kind of passed the cutoff. Now you made me angry.
Yeah, I think so too, but I never know. I sent a message yesterday to a friend of mine. There was something that came up, and I wanted to send him something in the news, whatever. And I'm like, hey, how are you? Check this out. I saw it. I thought about you, blah, blah, blah. And he gets back. It was very like straight, like very cutthroat, like nothing, no hi, nothing. I'm like, hey, I said, hey, what's going on? But like, it's pretty standard. Hey, here, check this out kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
I had sent him a message maybe in like a month or two, something like that. And he replies back to me and he's like, hi, George, Happy New Year. And this is like skipping lines kind of thing, right? Like
hey, he was
George,
upset.
Skip line, Happy New Year, skip line. Thank you for the article, blah, blah, blah.
So he was upset that you didn't open your text message with Happy New Year.
I don't know if he was upset, but I immediately thought, shit, should I have wished him a Happy New Year? I don't know.
The man sounds like an imbecile.
Well,
I don't know what the cutoff is ever.
for me, the cutoff is the whole month of January.
That's not a cutoff. You're giving the whole month. There's no cutoff.
It's a whole month to say Happy New Year.
I think 2 weeks is more than enough.
2 weeks is way more than enough. I'm going to be honest with you guys. The fact that we're having a discussion, I'm getting angry. 2 weeks is way more than enough. A month, Poseidon. A month? No. You're going to tell people a month?
You have up until the 31st because it can happen where you haven't seen a relative or whatever.
That's
in a
fine,
long
but
time.
you don't. I haven't. There's people I haven't seen in years. Okay.
Yeah.
When I see them, the first thing they're going to tell me is, "Hey, happy birthday and happy birthday for the one I missed and happy birthday for that and Merry Christmas on that year and Merry Christmas for that."
I
Bro,
agree.
It happens when it happens, and then you miss it.
I agree. But if you see that person you haven't seen for like 2 years, let's say,
yeah.
But then you see them on within the 31st of January.
So you're gonna see somebody the 30th of January that you haven't seen. You're gonna be like, "Hey, Happy New Year, man!" You know how fucking weird that is. So like, what New Year?
Weird.
I'm a weird man, bro.
They'll be like, "Is it Chinese New Year? Is it a different New Year?" Because our New Year happened a fucking month ago, Poseidon.
It's fucking strange. It's strange.
I'm a strange man.
Are you guys? Am I on delay here? I don't know because I'm on another camera.
No,
so
you look good.
You look good.
Yeah, it's whatever. If there's a delay, let us know. I'll switch to the laptop camera there. But
There's always going to be a delay. We're using Bro's hard internet.
Yeah. So how's it going, man? How are the holidays for you guys? We're gonna talk a little bit about it because it's fucking crappy for everyone.
Yeah.
But aside from all that crap that we're gonna talk about in a second, how are the holidays?
They were okay. I'm alive. That's all that matters at this point. Yeah. So they were okay. I'm a simple man, George. I have a simple mind. I have a simple addiction to this shit. I'm a simple man. It doesn't take much to keep me happy during the holidays.
Oh.
If people are alive, I'm good. That's all I need. And Poseidon survived his run-in with the Rona, so we're good.
Yeah, I mean,
Phil's gonna stream in because he's still testing positive, and he doesn't want to get me sick because he is a considerate. He is a considerate partenaire.
Okay, good.
He knows we got some hard-hitting interviews coming tomorrow, being recorded for the French cast. He doesn't want me to ruin that.
Good.
I've survived this long. Phil's not planning on killing me now.
Good.
He was a little upset with him because Phil just walked by the studio, and he said he will stream in from the other studio. And Poseidon noticeably upset. He's like, "I'm producing this motherfucker. What are you doing?" And Phil had to give him an explanation because Phil and Poseidon don't get along on that level. Poseidon demands explanations.
So wait, he's still testing positive?
Very light, but yeah, he's still testing positive 10 days out. And Phil, he's still getting a little sick.
Yeah, sickly boy.
You know how Phil is. Yeah. So he doesn't want to take a chance. He's being
I like how Phil a couple weeks ago, I can't remember what episode it was, whatever. He's like, I very rarely get sick. I'm like, what the fuck?
And then we all argued that point. He's like, shut up, stupid.
You're always sick. I mean, let's exclude the virus. I mean, I think eventually everyone is going to catch this.
All right, Dr. Fauci.
Was it you that was saying that you had heard Bill Gates or whoever, I don't know who it was, that pretty much said that everyone's going to get Omicron? And
well, Fauci said it this week.
No, somebody was, I don't know if it was you. Somebody was saying that they had heard Bill Gates. And I don't know why.
No, but Fauci, Poseidon, can you flip that for me? But Fauci said that it's not a serious. He says everyone's eventually going to get this. They're changing their strategy in the state. The CDC already changed their strategy to do whatever the fuck you want. They had interesting statistics come out this week too. Some people got upset with me because I quoted the CEO of Pfizer, the Greek guy.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and they're
like, absolutely no sense at all.
When he said the 2 doses are not effective, and then I said, well, isn't that a lie, bro? If they're not effective, and then no. Not everybody. 3 people were quick to defend him. One of them being Phil, quick to defend him. Like, no, he's talking about the Omicron variant because they couldn't know, right, what's going on. But I thought when this first came out, and this is not the last variant, and it's not the first variant. So what have we been doing with the other variants? Why are we still dosing people with the same thing if it's ineffective? Number one. Number two, I thought we're fighting. Didn't we say it's spike protein, that this thing has the reason why we call it COVID-19, no matter how it mutates, it's the way it's getting in with that spike protein, right? Isn't that what we said? And that this is the key for it?
Yeah.
Now apparently the key's no good. So then if the key's no good, what does the amount of dosage you take make a difference? If they change the locks here and I come in with my old key and someone tells me if you want to get in, you have to try it 6 times and then the old key will work. It doesn't make any sense, bro.
Nothing makes sense.
Why would we lock people down and force them to get a shot of something that the Pfizer said doesn't work on this variant? Let's say just this variant doesn't work. So why would 2 or 3 or 7 of the current technology make a difference? Then again, I am a buffoon. Perhaps I don't know what I'm talking about.
Look, here's the thing.
But also, it's new
Obviously,
technology. Hold on, George. Isn't it supposed to work better than past technology?
No, that doesn't. Look, it's still. It never. I mean, yes and no. I get what you're saying, but they changed all the goalposts. They even changed in 2015 the definition of vaccine.
Yeah.
It no longer has to immunize you. So it could be anything. That coffee's a part of the vaccination campaign.
It's barely holding it together.
George, you could tell me right now if I'm saying anything crazy.
Look, see, here's the thing, guys. And I think I'm not the only one to have realized this. I think a lot of people probably realized this over the holidays, that span of whatever, 5, 6, 7 days, a little bit before Christmas up until maybe, New Year, with, the series of announcements that the government made it very difficult for people not to kind of stray into this kind of conspiracy theorist movement.
But what conspiracy theory did I just say? The CEO of Pfizer himself said.
Yeah, exactly. Or to start questioning everything. I think that window there fucking flipped everyone upside down. We always question certain
Just
things.
one side note, because Insane Mo said some corrupt doctors trying to ban George. They're not some corrupt doctors, and just look at the lady who is heading the chart. I literally went to click on her. In her profile, she has her pronouns. One of them is multiple hers. I was like, okay, yeah, she's definitely a science believer. And then I left. So yeah, carry on.
I mean, the announcements that were made a lot of people start questioning the government's motives, the credibility, and pretty much everything. And I mean, we've been questioning this from the very beginning, but we were always on the page of, look, guys, this is a collective effort. We got to do it. Yeah, the government says things that may not make sense, but this is the way that we should go so that everyone can come back to normal. That was roughly our mentality, right? We all got vaccinated. We helped the situation. I don't know what the fuck happened.
I don't know what we did, bro, but
I don't know what the hell happened. Middle to late December, shit starts hitting the fan. The government starts making ridiculous announcements. They screw over once again the restaurant business. Days after they came out and said the restaurants will not be affected, we will not be closing restaurants. They actually said that.
Yep.
So you had all these restaurant owners and reception halls and everything that got prepared. They bought all their stuff to prepare for the New Year's. We had plans to go to a restaurant with my family, and then on the 30th or whatever it was
the day before, yeah.
The day before, the government comes and says, "Oh yeah, by the way, we're closing down. We're shutting down the restaurant."
Yeah, they fucked over a lot of people.
What a disaster!
But all this doesn't. This is people are always trying to rationalize and trying to make sense. Like, oh, well, you have to do this. You have to. So when the CEO says that, because right now the dominant strain is the Omicron. Yeah. Am I wrong in this?
Yes.
I'm wrong. It's not.
Wrong. No, yes, it is the dominant strain. Yes.
Okay. And according to Pfizer CEO, the vaccine does dick against it, right? So then how can we go out and say if you haven't gotten your shots yet, you're gonna get taxed or you're not allowed to go places? But then no one, 100% of the population, is not immune or doesn't have any effective protection against the current strain, since that's what the fucking CEO of Pfizer said.
Yeah, look, I want to get to that. But before we get to that, let's just finish up with how our year ended and how crappy this new one has started for everyone. Because we ended the year, first of all, by changing all our plans. This was the worst, possibly for me, New Year celebration. There was no celebration. We were in bed by 11:20 or whatever. You know what I mean? Curfew. They instilled a curfew again, which there is no scientific evidence that this works. It doesn't. I don't know. Like,
there's a lot of scientific evidence that the thing we shot ourselves up with also doesn't work. So I don't think science is what we're basing any of this on.
So there you have it. So there was a curfew. Closing businesses on Sundays and forcing everyone to cram up on Friday and Saturday, which we've spoken already before. Again, makes no sense. And then, yeah, the other thing is that now, and again, we're not anti-vaxxers, we're not conspiracy theorists, we're just questioning certain things we're talking about.
I'm all of the above.
Yeah, like we should. I think everyone should be discussing these things, right? Nobody should be getting canceled.
What I don't like is if fucking people telling me you're vaccinated. What do you care about unvaccinated people paying tax? Like, are you fucking crazy? That's not the way society works. So that's not the way this country was supposed to run.
So here's the thing. Here's what I was going to say before. And none of us are experts here. And I don't know if you guys know, and if anyone in the chat maybe knows, there has to be a certain percentage that of the population that is, that's on a standard basis that just doesn't get vaccinated in these kinds of operations, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the government cannot expect 100% of its population to get vaccinated in a pandemic. I mean, I don't think that makes sense. So I remember last year when they were telling us at 70% we're hitting herd immunity and we're back to normal. Now we're at 85, and they're still forcing down our throat the fact that we should get vaccinated. And let's go. More people need to get vaccinated. What happened to that herd immunity? Okay, let's say there was something that was unforeseen. It's worse than we thought. Okay, fine. But at some point, don't we need to accept the fact that, look, there's going to be a percentage of the population that will remain unvaccinated. Let's just deal with it. Why are we making these people?
I'll tell you why, George, because that was already tried. They tried that in Texas and Florida 2 years ago, and now they don't exist. Texas and Florida everyone is dead, and they're closed, and they died 2 years ago. It's very sad what happened in Texas and Florida. They don't exist anymore. Is that correct, Poseidon? Can you Google and make sure that Texas and Florida don't exist anymore?
Okay. First of all, that's fake news.
It's fake news? They do exist?
But
how is that possible?
People believe the fake news. I got into an argument this morning with a lady downstairs.
Yeah, she thinks that everyone in Texas is dead.
100,000 people a day are dying.
100,000 people a day are dying.
Insane.
And you're telling me that the news is not the enemy of the people. 100,000 people a day are dying. Okay.
Yeah, and she believed it.
No, in Florida and Texas.
And she believed it.
No. So look, what bothers me, and this again, it doesn't come
Jesus
from
fucking
a conspiracy theorist or an unvaxxer or whatever. It bothers me profoundly that the government has suddenly just turned these guys into scapegoats.
Yeah.
Whatever the problem is, it's their fault. They're not vaccinated. First of all, they're within their rights, all right? I mean,
That's what I say. Dude, I'm with it. Dude, I love blaming people. I would love to sit here and blame one segment of society. You tell me there's a minority I could blame on shit. That's so much fun. Who doesn't like blaming minorities? However, I believe in justice, sir. And none of this is just because if we go by the science, they're not. First of all, they didn't start this because we were all unvaccinated at some point, right? The entire planet. Right. The people that did start this, did you hear about those scientists that came out? Because they're asking, hey, wait a second, how come you stayed quiet when it was pretty obvious that it was a lab leak and you didn't want to say it? And they said, oh, we were scared for our jobs. We were scared that our peers would look at us poorly if we admitted that we thought this leaked from that fucking NIH or whatever, NHI lab. This is fucking crazy. I thought we were supposed to follow the science. We're supposed to tell the truth.
No, it's crazy. And the fact is that, right after New Year's,
Can't trust anyone. You got to use your brain.
when the cases kept rising, and this is why I'm saying that the government has turned these people into scapegoats. Every measure that was taken was to spite these individuals.
Yeah.
So they enforced the vaccination passport in the SAQ, the liquor stores, or the SQDC, the drug stores. It's like, yeah, you want your alcohol, you want your drugs. Well, guess what? Now you're gonna need your vaccination passport. The other day,
I have a follow up on that, George. Before you escape from them, the SQDC, which is our marijuana dispensaries. I myself, as you know, Poseidon, not a smoker, so in out doesn't affect me. However, Bloomberg did drop an article this week saying that scientists have now discovered.
Read that marijuana may help.
Yeah, they're pretty confident that marijuana smoking helps fight against COVID.
It's all bullshit.
So hold on a second. If that is correct, and then Mr. Legault here would stop unvaccinated people from getting that medicine that they need to fight this, is that not, sir, a war crime?
No, look.
Hold on. If it helps, like, what science are we going with? We like some scientists, not the other ones. Why are we playing these games here?
They should make weed available for free. They should they should distribute it like they were doing the rapid test kits in school.
And for the record, I don't even smoke weed. I still haven't caught it, so I don't think it's just weed. I think also being a fucking total badass helps.
Yeah, no. So here's the thing now. And yesterday's announcement, he came out and said that large area stores are going to he's going to enforce the vaccination passport as well. Like stores, for example, like Walmart, Canadian Tire, the large surface stores that aren't strictly grocery stores, right?
Okay, so I just want to understand correctly. Large stores will now require a vaccine passport
as of the 24th, I believe, of January. So
to prove that you have been vaccinated once or multiple times with a vaccine that the CEO of Pfizer himself said doesn't work against the current dominant strain. So it is the equivalent of me walking into a laboratory with a made-up badge that says scientist. And they're like, well, it looks legit. It affects nothing.
Oh, we got Phil.
Hello, Phil from the other room.
I got to adjust this camera.
Can you guys hear me?
We're sorry. A lot of you ask, Pantelis, you have 2 studios. I guess the third one, if you count Phil's, there's 3 studios amongst you guys. Why are you not in the same room? Yeah, there's 4 studios. Why are you not in the same room doing this? Why are you going old school Skyping in? I will tell you why. Because Phil, still sick, does not want to infect me because Phil, unlike a lot of you guys, is thoughtful. All right? You never hear those words in the same sentence, but it's true. He's being thoughtful, doesn't want to infect me so I don't kill everyone around me, which probably won't happen, but you never know. George, like I said, his bros are hard. And he has to stay around there.
Yeah, bro, so hard.
Bro's hard.
I'm staying here essentially because I don't know if I have it or not.
I could have tested you in the studio. We got rapid tests here.
Yeah.
To test rapidly.
To test rapidly.
So, I don't know. And this is what I want to actually say. Nobody, and I think Phil put a little post there on Instagram. We can't even trust the testing anymore.
Nope.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, well, can you just, for the people that missed that, Phil, can you repeat that story? How the
my grandfather.
It's nonsense.
All right, fine. My grandfather, who's 92.
That's a lie. Phil doesn't have a grandfather.
I mean, too soon.
Oh, not like that, Phil.
The man's not dead yet. He actually is in the hospital, though. Like, he developed pneumonia from the COVID.
Oh, shit.
So my grandfather ignored everyone's instructions to not, go out and about. And he's been having coffee with his buddies. He caught COVID, brought it home, gave it to everybody.
Nice.
In the house. My wife, my kids, my parents, my grandmother, everybody.
Bearing gifts.
Everyone got through it pretty quickly, but on like the 4th day of everyone being sick, I still wasn't sick. I was still testing negative. I was like, bish, yeah. But I ran my mouth. I flew too close to the sun, like Pant said. And I got fucked because I got the most sick from everybody. I'm 10 days out now, or 9 days out, 10 tomorrow. I don't really feel sick anymore, but I'm coughing up a lung, so I don't want to sit in the same room with Pants, who's the only one who hasn't gotten it yet.
This just in. Global news. Remember how I said why I refused to download the app and I just had the QR code? I don't like giving this many rights. The government of Canada accessed 87% of Canadians' mobile devices over the holidays, tracked us and collected our data without our consent. Oh,
yeah, I was gonna talk about that. 33
that's
million,
interesting.
No, how many?
Suspicious.
It's illegal.
It's not even suspicious.
Stop giving away your rights.
Yeah, I don't know. They came out and said that they track people's movement so they can monitor
I'll give you a fucking
the
movement.
effects of the quarantine or lockdown or whatever the fuck it was. So yeah, they've been monitoring us. But I'm wondering if it's the people that had signed up to that government app that they had released, or if it's everyone. If they had
anyone using that?
Yeah. What government app? You're talking about the one that has your passport.
Yeah, remember
the tracing one.
Yeah, at the very beginning, the government came up with this app.
Nah, bro. If anybody still has it on their phone, they're idiots. It's their fault.
So I'm just wondering if it's that, or did they access, everyone's?
Check how many downloads the tracing app has.
I saw a documentary. On Netflix recently called Countdown with Tom Segura, and there was an app on the phone that would count down till the day that you die, and it was very hard to uninstall
Is that a documentary?
that app. It's a documentary, yeah.
Anyways, to finish my story,
Yeah.
I went to the doctor this morning. I got a little bit of a light, just a touch of the bronchitis. So,
well, Phil, it's time to shut society down.
No, but tell us about.
Oh yeah. I forgot the point.
Yeah.
So basically, I had one really bad day, which was the second day, where I had like fever and sweats and aches and just feeling shitty. Even after that, a day later and a day after that one, so 2 days after, I was full-blown symptoms.
Full-blown
testing
AIDS.
negative. Like on rapid and on a PCR. The PCR I did hours before I developed full-blown symptoms.
Is it possible that it was your fault?
I mean, it is possible that it
You
was
were
my
testing
fault, but
incorrectly.
I don't see how.
You were testing incorrectly.
Maybe I was testing too rapidly.
Maybe, I don't know, something, because I, myself, have made many errors in life, including on tests. I, too, believe I have many times tested wrongly, which is why I keep wasting rapid tests, because I need to test multiple times. I'm also a hypochondriac.
Yeah, I mean, I am a bit too. I was, honestly, COVID was not the worst thing I've ever had. I feel worse now that I'm not really sick anymore. Like, I'm just, like, run down. The cough is what's pissing me off. Like, I only have it at night, and it, like, my back hurts from coughing. So they gave me, like, one of those little pumps. I don't know if I'm going to use it. I haven't decided yet. Because continuing to smoke while taking the steroids seems counterproductive.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's kind of funny, though. It's a Greekster thing. So, G, get back to your news.
So yeah, so there you have it, guys. It's just a crappy start of the year. Hopefully, 2020 will be the last of it. Fuck, honestly,
Yeah, hopefully 2020 would have been the last of it.
I mean, I remember starting 2021 with the exact same sentence, and we're still in this crap. So hopefully we'll get out of it.
I think that's the problem.
I don't wish. I
honestly
wish bad on anyone, but if really catching the Omicron variant is going to be the solution, like many experts are thinking it might be.
I have a question. I got to pause you there. The solution to what? it might be the solution to you getting it and then not worrying, but it's not going to be the solution to the government changing its tactics because, like we said, the government is enforcing stuff that's unscientific, doesn't help, and it's forcing people now to get shot up with the same shit we got shot up with, even though it's ineffective against the dominant strain that's going around right now. So
And the other, yeah,
I don't
and the
know
other-
if anything we do. Also, the statistics coming out of Ontario now, you saw they had to change it last week because they did the same thing that they were doing in the States, admitted to the hospital with COVID as opposed to admitted to the hospital for COVID.
Yeah.
We pull the same shit in Canada. We pull the
They're saying
same
that
shit
the
in
only
Canada.
reason
I don't
they're
like
doing
that.
is because it's too difficult to classify it.
How is it
What?
too difficult to? This guy has a
not
broken arm. This guy's dying of COVID. Very easy to classify it. You're the one doing the extra step.
I'm not defending it. I'm just saying it's stupid.
yeah.
What happened to that guy? They shot him in the head. Fucking COVID, man. We got to do something about this. This is crazy. Come on, guys. You have to wake up at some fucking point. This is stupid.
Because the other thing now, the other problem, and this I'm sure somebody must have expected it, because you had the INSPQ, the Institut National de la Santé Publique, that came out the other day and said, listen, we're not able to track anything anymore. We're not able to project numbers because we don't know who's sick and who isn't. We don't have any, concrete way to measure these
So
things. because
everyone's
everybody's
sick.
testing by themselves. They're not reporting it to the government. So there's really no concrete results that we can project with, which is a big problem.
Seems like a bit of a problem.
Yeah. So, and
But you see what the problem is, right, George?
Un poquito problema.
The virus is so dangerous that nobody knows if you have it, and the government can't figure it out.
yeah.
Like, I look, guys, I fucking have it. It's not a fun time. I don't know if we should have shut down society though. Like,
Yeah, no, I agree. So, and in other news, you have again the ENSPQ that came out, and they're in contradiction with the government because specifically for the people that have gotten the virus now, the Omicron variant, the government came out and said as soon as your symptoms are done, you should go and get that third dose, right?
Of something that we just said doesn't work.
And the ENSPQ comes out and says, I'm not so
maybe you should
sure
wait.
about that. I think you should wait 3 months because that's how scientifically, the immunization process works. You can't get, I mean, you already, it's like you're getting.
We're boosted.
Yeah,
We're
exactly.
boosted.
But the government continues on saying, no, you should get it. So,
And all this happening while our young Serbian brother, Novak Djokovic, just got his
Novak.
visa canceled by the Australian government because
he won
Again?
the case.
yes,
No, he
right
won
now
the
this
case.
morning
Oh.
because they said it is in the interest of public health because Novak Djokovic is going to be a strain on the healthy people
Yeah.
of Australia. Novak Djokovic is going to hurt the health of Australians. You heard it here second because the Australian government said it first. The lunacy doesn't
It's
end.
madness.
Yeah.
It's so horrible, man. Like it's laughable. It's laughable. That's what it is.
It is laughable, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. So I mean, and so here and the other news. What are you doing? Are you playing with
I
your?
was trying to fix my fucking color. I didn't like how it looked.
Yeah. I was fucking
Sorry.
30 degrees. Hey, what's happening?
It's a fucking alien.
So yeah, and in other news, early this week, our national health director, our lovable Horatio Arruda, resigned.
Former.
I
Yeah,
don't.
yeah.
Can I tell you something? I don't blame him. I will tell you why. He probably started to look ahead, and he's like, "Fuck, none of this makes sense. None of this is even scientific. We can't have." And they're like, "Well, who's gonna take the blame? Legault, right?" I'm like, probably not. He's gonna say he followed the directives as a health director.
Yeah.
He's
which
like,
he's not.
yeah. He's like,
But
I'm
that's
getting
exactly-
the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm getting the fuck out of here, bro. They're gonna set me on
The
fire.
guy probably went back to his country, bro. Legit, bro. One-way
that's
flight, bro.
No, but that's exactly what happened, right? Immediately turned into a scapegoat. Everybody's thinking, well, fuck, look, we screwed up because of Arruda. The fact, for everyone watching, the ultimate decision-making decision maker is the premier. So,
Yeah, no shit.
this guy cannot be blamed, even though.
You wanna
he made
bet?
certain mistakes, even though he made certain mistakes. Let's
Look,
remind
I
you.
want to believe, George. I want to believe that Arruda resigned because I don't know why. It's probably not true, but I
Look,
want to
no,
believe
look, I'll tell
that
you,
he was a good dude and he was like, I can't stand by anymore.
look, there's a lot of articles coming out with with some reports saying that he caved in to the pressure. He couldn't deal with it anymore.
Maybe.
After 2 years, it's not someone that was very used to being in public.
Looks like Kratos.
Suddenly, the social media stuff, his mental health, he just couldn't handle it anymore, and he left. But at the same time, he did make mistakes. Let's remind everyone that at the end of 2020, when he was called in to testify in the National Assembly's Health and Social Services Committee, he flat out said that we never made these recommendations about closing restaurants and lockdowns and all these things, right? But
who would purposely attack the local economy, make us suffer, and make the regular worker dependent on the government teat? Who would do such a thing?
Yeah. So yeah, but let's also remind everyone that he also was the person that came out at the very beginning and said masks are bullshit. They don't do anything. They do not help. Even though everywhere else on the planet they were wearing masks, even though the World Health Organization had imposed them.
Maybe he's the hero we all needed, not the one we deserved.
You guys misunderstood.
Maybe he's our El Batman.
Yeah.
Because they're saying the same thing now too, right?
George.
They're coming back out now with the masks are useless thing. So they're always flip-flopping on that. I think masks...
Are masks useless again?
Yeah, but I don't know if ever they were... I think they're not fully useless. It's going to help us a bit, but it's not what they're saying. Like, obviously, if the masks were what they said it was, but it's not the mask's fault, bro. None of this is 100%. You just limit it, bro. Right now, I do this.
Let me just jump in. I just want to...
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, what is that? What's going on?
What I'm saying is it helps a bit, so you don't spit on people.
Okay.
There's just
Poseidon,
like
Poseidon, is there any way you can increase the volume of my feed? Because I can barely hear the guys talking.
the USB.
This?
Yeah, just put USB up so he can. The thing he's taking in is good.
Pump up the gem.
Is that better, Phil?
Pump the jam.
Give me more. Give me more. More.
Mate, why don't you put up your fucking headphones? How about that? Is that an idea?
I'm blasted. I'm full. Everything's full here.
Yeah, I don't know what you want us to do then, Phil.
Okay, I thought maybe there was that.
I think your ears are clogged.
This is for other people to hear. Yeah. Oh, that might be it. Because when I had COVID, my ears were like I was so congested I couldn't hear well.
And before he had COVID, his brain was congested for years. He couldn't think well.
Don't make me come in and sit in there, huh?
No.
So Dr. Arruda was immediately replaced by Luc Boileau, I think his name is.
Who the fuck is that guy?
So here's the thing, guys. He was the director of the INSPQ, so of the Institut National de Santé Publique. So they brought him over now. He's in charge of our national. He's the National Health Advisor director. And here's the controversy because he was the guy that was directing the institute that is coming out and saying that we should wait 3 months to get the third dose, and now he's the health director saying that no, you should get it right away. It fucking makes no sense. And in addition to that, the other
money is not behind any of this. Please take the thing that we just said doesn't work against the thing that's going around that we're trying to protect you against. It has nothing to do with money.
Yeah, the other controversy is that, and look, I mean, the guy is fully qualified, very experienced. Like, I think he deserves to be there. I think he's, fully qualified. However, his daughter is the press attaché of our health minister, Mr. Dubé. So there's a little bit of a thing there, I mean, it's like I don't know what's going on,
Oh, you don't? Oh, that's it. You're a simpler man than I am.
Look, guys,
I seem to be reading into what's going on.
That believes that you should have a job based on merit, and he has it because he's fully qualified. But I still find it strange that his daughter is also heading the communications.
But why? That's full merit. She merited she's 100% his daughter.
No, I know. I'm just saying that. I mean, maybe they should have put her somewhere else. I mean, just so they could avoid that little thing there. But whatever.
Hey, is the stream lagging? Or it's just my end?
It's just your end, Phil.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
So there you have it.
But George,
hang up on Phil in a second.
Is this guy? Okay, we understand that it's nepotism. We all got that. But is he also qualified?
It's not really nepotism. Nepotism would have been, for example.
Phil, are you using the correct microphone? I feel like your audio is shit. I feel like Phil is
What?
using the mic. Are you using the microphone that you're speaking into? I feel like you're using your computer's microphone.
I'll double check.
Are you using OBS?
Blackmagic Ultra Studio. This is the one. See?
Oh.
I guess.
I'll bring down the levels. Maybe that's what it is.
Terrible.
Muy terrible.
It's because you're streaming out and I'm streaming to you on the same network. We're like jamming up all the bandwidth.
That's nothing to do with anything. It's the
For
audio
sure it's
quality it's the audio quality that's bad. I don't know why it's coming in like that, very echoey and such. Carry on, guys, with the news.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, so let's get to the polls because it appears that François Legault is pretty much governing.
Soon when we
based
have
on-
no jobs, we're all gonna head for the polls, my friend.
Oh my god. It's interesting because there was a poll conducted at the beginning of December that had François Legault leading like close to like 50% in a potential election, for example, and there was one done early this week. So after all this crap that we just spoke about, he dropped down to 38%.
Well, he also did come out with a little cell phone video saying, I told you guys, like I promised you, I'm lifting the curfew. Like he's doing people a fucking
This is
favor.
fucking
He's like, you know your
stupid.
rights to
Honestly,
go out whenever you want. I'm giving those back to you because I'm so cool. Not that you deserve them because you're in this country. We have a charter of rights and freedoms.
Isn't that ridiculous? Like who watched that and said, "Yay, thank you, Mr. Prime Minister, Mr. Premier, for the good news. This is great."
Imbeciles.
You fucking idiot.
Imbeciles did it.
Yeah, the guy removed something from you and then says, "I got news for you. I'm giving it back." Dude, you should have never fucking removed anything in the first place. Anyway, let's move over to our education department because
I will
that's a
definitely
whole
not be
other-
getting any awards for comedy this year in award shows that are sponsored by the government. I'll tell you that much. Get ready for it. French people that are going to be upset in 2 months. I'm setting myself up for failure.
So here's the other thing now. For all the parents out there that had kids at home who had been homeschooling or whatever it was called, whatever they were in front of a laptop for like 2 weeks, whatever. Phil, I think your audio's off.
Now we can't hear you at all.
Nice. Perfect. Carry on, George.
So for all the parents out there that were just dreaming of the day that the kids went back to school, no, we still can't hear you. That would go back to school because it was fucking annoying for to have the kids at home. We're realizing that the schools are going to be reopening again on Monday. However, they're not going to be in the best state that we that we would have imagined.
Well, no, what are you talking about? That's a complete lie. I don't know why you're fabricating these lies. The government changed all the filtration systems,
Everything.
the
Oh, yeah, you're
ventilation,
right.
in all the
They
schools and
invested-
hospitals. That's what they spent the last 2 years doing, right?
That's right. Yeah, they invested heavily in getting new filtration systems in the schools.
Yeah. I'm so proud. Wait, was that a dream or did that really happen?
That was a huge dream. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right.
Yeah. So the schools aren't really prepared. There's a lack of resources. Teachers are missing. Assistants are missing. So here's the plan, because there's a contingency plan. Instead, logical people would say, our schools aren't ready. Let's not send the kids in an environment that isn't secure. Let's extend it another week and see what happens, right?
I'm back.
There he is. But no, instead what they're doing, they're saying, look, we're going to open the schools and we're going to have a contingency plan to cover for everything missing. And here's the idea. We're going to get volunteer parents to come in and sit in for the teachers that are missing.
George.
What the fuck is wrong with this government?
I volunteer. Put me in a high school history class. Let me teach kids about what the government is up to. I volunteer. I volunteer my time. I volunteer my time.
But you have to go through a background check. You know that, right?
I have zero criminal record. Kids
It takes
love
4
me.
weeks to do it.
Kids love me. And also, third, the biggest reason of all, I will teach them the evils of communism.
Yes.
Bring me in there. Put me in, coach.
So
You
yeah.
just failed the background check.
So I mean, I
Send
don't
me.
know.
I will.
look,
I'm not even joking. I would 100% do it.
guys, I admit that I'm first in line. That was hoping for the schools to start again because I can't do this anymore. And imagine, I only have one kid that was in front of the computer. Imagine families that have 2, 3, 4 kids, whatever. It's fucking chaos. They're
Yeah, imagine
not
if you
motivated.
have 3 kids, bro, and now you need 3 home computers and you have 1.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, only one of you is going to get to go to school, the smartest one. The rest of you, there's no point. You learn how to work.
Fuck, yeah, and then you gotta buy
Go
laptops
till
for all
that
the
field.
scumbags.
Get in the shed, Marty.
So I was first to hope for this, but after all the information that has come out, do I really want my kid to go in that kind of environment? It's like, look, dude, I don't care. I'll keep her home another week if we have to. I just want to make sure that my kid goes back to a safe environment. What the fuck's wrong with this minister? And all the attention now is coming back to the opposition in Quebec that had been yelling from day one. We're talking about early 2020 to put money and change the ventilation systems in the schools. The education minister, Mr. Robert, was saying, no, everything is fine. We've tested. We're going to put, what are they called, the carbon meters so that we can test the air. That's not what's needed, dude. You need to fucking change the filtration system. That's what had to be done. But no. The quality
Hold
of the air
on. I
is
just
good,
got to stop
apparently.
you. This is fucking amazing. Yahoo, who ran the interview with the CEO of Pfizer, now they're coming out and they're like, Pfizer's comments about vaccination were taken out of context, according to their fact checkers. And then they go on in an interview Monday. They say what he said. Okay? And then they continue and they go, his comments were misrepresented and circulated all that, misrepresented. And then he goes, at the end, current COVID-19 vaccines may need to be updated to ensure they are effective against Omicron and future variants. Bourla also said on Monday that Pfizer is working on a new version of the vaccine that may be ready in March. So what's misrepresented? You literally repeated what he said on Monday. The fact that people said, wait a second, if it's not working, then the fact that people didn't like what he said, thought that it was dangerous.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
What is that? The fuck is that?
Why you make a sound like this?
Hang up on Phil, bro. So yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Your audio is off again.
They're literally repeating what they said, what he said, and they're saying people are misrepresenting this. Let us represent it correctly, and then repeat what he said on fucking Monday. People are not misrepresenting it. People are tired of the bullshit.
Yeah.
So they're finally listening to what you're saying, and they don't like it.
Phil, you muted yourself.
Yeah, I know because of that sound. I tried to catch it before it got loud, but I missed it.
It got very loud.
Yeah, sorry. Someone tried to FaceTime me.
This is crazy, bro. I don't understand what's wrong with fucking society now. Oh my god, I can't. I'm becoming a fucking. I'm becoming an underground gorilla. The size of an above ground gorilla. Yeah.
People, I honestly don't know, bro, because like I spoke to a person this morning that like I don't understand. She was like, bro, she even agreed. She was like, fuck the unvaxxed, like that, bro, like hardcore. She was like, fuck the unvaxxed,
Yeah.
bro. Fuck them. They
Bro,
should.
she's not
we should kick
exactly-
them out of society.
Who said this?
The lady downstairs.
The parking
bro.
lady.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, I
Yeah,
tried-
she's not exactly.
She's not, bro. Malaka, you're not dealing with the upper echelon of
I
society.
understand, bro, but some stuff is insane. We're like,
I know, but that's what happens when you watch a lot of news.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
so-
She told me some wacky shit this morning too. I couldn't get out of there fast enough. Excuse me.
Why does she talk to people?
I mean, it's kind of her job to not, and then she just does.
Yeah. Anyway,
I don't mind that. I enjoy it, but a lot of it does. A lot of it is contradictory. It doesn't make any sense.
yeah.
Again, you said it yourself. Not the upper echelons of society.
No, it's beginning to show it like rear its ugly head now that we failed as a society.
Long time ago.
On the biggest thing is critical thinking. First of all, when there's doctors that are willing to come out in Canada and go online and say, I stopped treating unvaccinated people. I refuse to treat them. So didn't you take the Hippocratic Oath? Isn't part of what you're supposed to do is treat everyone?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like, it's so stupid, but like, no, I'm going to take a political stance on a medical situation, and I'm also going to put the blame on them and say that they're fucking up society and that they're clogging up the health system, even though I've been complaining for 30 years working in this system that it's ineffective. It's basically third world in a first world country. I'm going to pretend that never happened, and I'm going to put blame on people right now that scientifically we shouldn't be able to blame since we're all in this together. It spreads the same way. You know, the people that are in the ICUs, mostly it's because of their comorbidities and where they fall into, either their age or... So I'm ignoring all that, and I'm taking a political stance on a medical situation. It is fucking embarrassing in the first world. Embarrassing. Anyways, if you know doctors like that, fuck them.
Yeah.
so anyways, in other news, and pretty much this is why.
Before you
Premier
start, George, Matt
Yeah.
just dropped $5 in the chat for no reason.
Oh, he didn't say why?
He didn't say why. Just 5 Ucky babies.
Matt's just supporting the homies. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Matt. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
I'll keep us off the polls for another day.
Part of the reason why Premier Legault came out yesterday and said he's gonna, lift the curfew and bring back the businesses on Sunday and all that stuff is because he's been told and he's communicating that we're reaching a peak, which is good news apparently, right? It's good news.
Wait, our business is open Mondays. Do I have to cancel my show next week or no?
I don't think you have to.
No.
Bars are open next week.
Unclear.
Because I was about to cancel my show today.
No, businesses will open on Sunday.
So next Saturday, the 22nd, can I do my French show in Laval, which I haven't done comedy in a month, so it's gonna suck dicks.
I don't know, and I'm sure it will.
I think you're good. I think you're good to go.
I'm gonna double check with my booker, Emil.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this is the other controversy because Premier Legault came out and said, okay, we'll lift all these things because there's good news now. It seems that we have reached the peak. So that was the worst. Now, from here on, everything's going to start getting better. And then
hang on, George. Sorry, if I'm just understanding. You're saying that we peaked. So while we had all these measures that were supposed to slow the virus, we reached the natural peak of the virus, which was unavoidable.
Yeah.
Good job, Legault.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Whoa. Phil, you want to shut up with your fucking conspiracy anti-vax bullshit?
Yeah. So
Bro, I am COVID, okay? I can do what I want.
But immediately, as soon as he said that, you have a national health institute from the Université de Laval in Quebec that came out and said,
First of all, it's not even a real university. It's the University of Laval. Why is it in Quebec?
He makes a good point, George.
He does make a good point. I've never been able to answer that question too, but it's a pretty big university. Anyway, they came
Welcome to Harvard University, Montreal.
Harvard University at Newark.
Yeah.
So they came out and said that the simulations that they conduct, they do show that a peak in the virus.
Imagine how much Laval sucks. Even the university moved out.
Yeah. So they say that their simulations show that we may have reached a peak, or it will be reached in the next couple of days. But that was only half of the simulations that they conducted.
So they admit it. We're in a simulation.
What kind of simulation? Is this the S3?
Yeah,
the solid snake simulation.
That's what it is. They're simulating probabilities. Fuck that. That's what's going on over here. But they only did that with. It was only half the simulations that showed that. The other half showed that cases and the new hospitalizations could continue to increase for weeks to come. So it's basically a flip of a coin. What is it? Are we at a peak, or is it is there more increases coming during the next couple of weeks?
I have a serious question. I wish we had a medical professional here to answer this. Have the hospitals been promised anything? Are they going to get what they've been asking for 50 years?
Like money?
Yes.
Yeah. No.
That's
nothing's happening. Look, they're looking into it. They're taking care of our health system. But just to bounce off
No, they're
that,
not taking care of our health system. How the fuck are doctors not up in arms right now?
Actually, there's a lot of doctors. There's a lot of doctors that are actually against the what's it called the
curfew, the passport, shit like that.
I'll get back to that. I don't know. It's in my list. But in the meantime, just to get to the hospital, remind everyone that the government had put in a program there was this accelerated program to get nurses into the system. They reported the other day that what day is it exactly? Oh, it was today actually. In La Presse, that the number of admissions that they got was way higher than what they expected. So there's over 8,300 admissions into the accelerated program. So that's sort of good news. Now I don't know exactly when they'll be ready to hit the ground, but like I said, it's an accelerated program to get more nurses into our system. So that's what's in La Presse this morning. So I guess that's sort of good news. Now, is the accelerated program a good thing? Are they going to be able to do everything that nurses do, or are they going to be just there to do like a select number of tasks to help out the auxiliary nurses? I don't know. I don't know. But the fact that there's so many that were interested and that signed up into the program, I think it's great news for our health for the health network.
For the professionals.
Yeah,
all right, you almost bored me to death with that, George.
Well, because you asked what's happening.
I understand, but there are ways of conveying information. For example, you could say, look, listen, we try to save him, but it looks like he passed. Or you could say, yo, your homie died. I prefer the second. It's spunky, and it gets right to the point.
So, yeah, just to get back to what doctors are saying, a lot of them came out. Oh, yeah, because we haven't spoken about that, right? We didn't talk about the health tax that Legault wants to impose on the thing. All right. So there's a lot of doctors that are coming out and saying, "What the fuck are you doing? You can't be imposing these things." So just to inform everyone,
doctors,
let's
very
go
cool,
back to the base.
But I'm going to say this quickly, George, because I don't want you to get tired. Essentially, what the premier here had offered up this week was because he said that 10% of the population or less people who are not vaccinated are the reason why we have all these problems, because that's what you do. You point to a minority and say that they cause all the problems in society. That's always worked in government's favor. We're going to impose a hefty financial penalty, a tax on them. And some people thought it was a good idea. Some people thought it was a bad idea. It is a horrible, I think illegal, completely insane idea because he goes, they're hurting the health system. Well, then I have questions for you. If that's the way it's going to go, if they're going to pay a tax. I, myself, have been working since I was 15 years old. George, you listening?
Yeah.
I have paid taxes. I have paid into our social system. I have paid for people to be on welfare. I have paid for our healthcare. Now, am I entitled, using this logic, to get my money back? For I have never been on welfare. I would like the money that I put into it back. I never even took employment insurance. I would like that money back. If I choose not to go to the hospital for a couple of years, do I get my yearly contribution back? If we're going to apply the logic, let's apply it globally around our entire system.
Across the board.
Because if you tell me that my neighbor who's not vaccinated, he's the strain, so he should pay an extra tax, then shouldn't overweight people, when they go in with overweight-related problems, pay an extra tax? And also, me paying for the next person, isn't that what society was supposed to be in this socialist structure of universal healthcare that we have? Am I wrong in any of this, George? You tell me, because you're a smarter man than I am.
I'm not a smarter man than you are, but nothing is wrong, and obviously it makes absolutely no sense that they start taxing. And let's just something here. He never said to tax them, right? It was a health contribution.
Okay, a forced health.
It was a
It's
contribution.
a penalty.
How much was it gonna be?
Over $100.
It's gonna be. They don't know yet, but it's significant. That's what it was. How much?
Also, that's an arbitrary thing to say, because significant for someone who doesn't make any money.
Yeah.
Is way less than what it would be for somebody that does make money.
You mean someone who doesn't make money because their businesses have been shuttered by government mandates?
Yes, most of society.
Interesting.
Yeah. But like you said, I'm not so sure how legal this is, because even though health is of provincial jurisdiction, we're still under the umbrella of our constitution, and we do have a Canadian health law, La Loi sur la Santé, that forbids anyone from being charged to receive any health care. So I'm not so sure what the hell is going on there. Justin Trudeau was questioned about that, and he said absolutely nothing.
Hold on, I gotta put my makeup on, guys.
I forgot my doctor's suit.
Yeah.
I cannot answer that question. So
What does it matter what I think? Let's see what Jerome Trudeau thinks.
Jeremiah.
Dr. Jerome Trudeau.
I like, God damn it, Justin, you can't
George
keep doing
enjoyed
this.
that too much.
Okay. So there you have it. So I'm not so sure what's going to happen with that, if anything is going to happen. But it does seem that these scare tactics work, because the requests for vaccinations have gone up significantly in the last couple of days, especially since they had announced that to get into the SAQ and the drugstores, you'll need not to present your vaccination passport. Suddenly, boom, they got over 6,000 appointments scheduled for the vaccine. So I'm not so sure.
And little did they know, according to Bloomberg, the vaccine was in the SQDC.
That's funny.
That's very interesting.
You're welcome, science.
Yeah, so there you have it. Let me just go to hold on. Yeah, okay. Let's just change gear over here. There was
Before you change gear, our producer, Poseidon, has something to tell us.
I have an interesting story.
All right.
So, Walmart Canada, all right,
Yeah.
So they announced like anything over 1,500 square feet, you're gonna need the vaccine passport, and specifically Walmart and Canadian Tire.
Wait, isn't our studio bigger than 1,500 square feet?
Square meters.
is.
It's square meters.
Square meters. Sorry, meters.
Oh, no,
square
we're good,
meters.
we're
sorry.
good.
We're good? Either way, I
Yeah,
would
yeah.
not impose a passport on people coming. First of all, you're all vaccinated, but even if you weren't, I would not impose. I'm letting you guys know I'm a benevolent leader.
And they
But,
said,
but I read that Walmart came against it. Is that what you're gonna say, Poseidon?
exactly. Walmart went on Twitter and was like, this information is not true. All our clients, I'm translating right now, the clients won't need to present a proof of vaccination to shop in our stores.
The next thing you're going to ask us is proof of immigration status.
And we don't have that.
We're not going to start doing that either. We need the money.
Ridiculous. I wonder if Walmart can fight this. They're big enough.
By the way, Insane Mo says that the Walmart thing is a fake post. They never said that.
Oh,
I
yeah?
have the tweet right in front of me.
You have the actual
No,
tweet?
you have a picture of the tweet.
No. I have the tweet.
Oh,
You're on
from
their
Walmart
Twitter
Canada?
account?
Oh,
I'm gonna check.
Let me see.
I don't trust him.
let me see.
He's simple.
Oh,
And it's-
fuck,
and it's
no,
a
he's
blue
right.
check mark, and it's a blue check mark.
Oh, no, he's right.
Yeah.
Motherfucking Poseidon.
Yeah. That's why I didn't bring it up until I brought up the
I'm
tweet.
proud of you, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Insane Mo is feeding fake news.
No, because he probably just saw the picture and he assumed it was fake. Because you can never trust anything on the internet nowadays. So I'll excuse him. But that's why-
Antonio says something in the chat in French. He's saying, par contre, les salles à manger, des restaurants, des sports organisés, des activités parascolaires, all that stuff needs to wait before it restarts. So I might not be able to have my show next week.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing this tweet. What's the date on it, Poseidon?
19 hours, 22 hours ago.
I'm seeing.
hours ago.
I'm seeing the tweet. He's got it up. He's serious.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Go to.
Oh yeah, he's right.
Yeah. Daniel Brisson from the PPC. And then and then you'll see like in the chain, like Walmart actually replied, and they have the blue check mark and everything, so it's legit.
The account is legit, but it seems like this was tweeted right before the decree from the government. Because if you go into the thread, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna analyze the decree."
Yo, my decree.
I don't know what that means. Hear ye, Walmart shoppers.
Hear ye, Walmart shippers.
Ahoy, hoy.
The point is, you can't. I can't. Guys,
Yo, I don't like fucking doing the morning show like this. I want to come in the studio.
Insane Mo, let me tell you, you are forgiven. I, too, have fallen victim to not believing a lot of stuff I see, even though it's true, because of all the other lies that are happening. And I've also fallen victim to lies online.
Yes.
One of them was that this is a democratic country. I've actually looked into it. We might not even be a real country.
Oh yeah, you saw that too.
Yeah, bro. What the fuck?
Yo!
How do we not own any of our natural? How are we giving everything away to corporations? God damn, dudes, this isn't even a real place.
There's
I'm not joking. Go see who owns shit in Canada, bro. It's not even our government.
Just Google Canada is fake.
Yeah.
Is this like the whole thing that birds are fake?
No. Not that.
No.
Not like. Not like existentially. Like in terms of who owns shit, where the rights are, corporations have way too much power
the
here.
Wayland Yutani Corporation.
Dude, so much power. Not just that. You know that we were about to have our monopolies broken from the big three here a little while ago with cell phones and media. Verizon was trying to come into Canada. And then
that was a while back.
Yeah, bro. Bell, Rogers, and Telus got together, and not only did they start saying, okay, we got to make new laws that they can't use our infrastructure. So Verizon said, all right, we'll build our own infrastructure. And then they went and paid the government, the big three, so that they make it illegal for them to build their infrastructure so they can't come here at all.
Yeah. I
Sounds
worked
like collusion to me.
I worked for a cell phone company.
This is
for a telecommunications
what the
company
fuck's
at the
wrong
time.
with us, okay? You know how crazy this is?
Yeah. We're living. This has not been a democracy for a while, bro. This place here.
We got like a good 4 years in, I think.
At some point, this is crazy. There is egg on all our faces, and shoe polish on one face.
Jeremiah Trudeau.
Jeremiah.
He's a mannish boy.
I said,
Anyway, there was an article. There was
Did
an
you see the
article that came
pedophilia
out.
shit that came out about Trudeau,
oh fuck, what?
bro?
I don't know if this is fake news though, because I didn't. What are you talking about?
Apparently, he had sex with a minor and paid her millions of dollars to keep quiet.
A minor, like she worked up in
the
the
mine?
north.
No. Hold on.
It's not a lady job.
I bet she
minor.
had soot on her face.
What makes you think she was a minor? Yeah, she had she had coal in her face. It's just the way he likes it.
No, I meant from her interaction with Trudeau, like it rubbed off.
Yeah, she looked like a minor after he was done with her.
Yay!
So he had sexual relations with a minor, then paid the family $2.25 million in hush money.
There's no way this happened.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to call you a liar. Where did you see this?
On TikTok, Twitter, there's a bunch of videos coming out.
TikTok has provided a lot of nonsense. It did provide something good. That's how I found out that Indiana Jones was a pedophile.
Yeah.
Wait,
look, I don't,
the
again,
character
I
or
don't know,
the actor?
The character.
I don't know how real it
How?
is, but
I had never noticed. There's one scene, I forgot which one it is, where he's, remember the, we talked about it,
Yeah.
where he's talking with a girl, bro, she's like in her 20s, and she's like, you took advantage of me, 10 years, you took advantage of me, you know, I was young, I don't know what's going on. And then he goes, he goes, that was 10 years ago, and you knew exactly what you're doing, get over it.
yeah. and then we found out afterwards.
And
too,
in the script, she was supposed to be younger, but in real life she was old. But in the script, she was younger. I was like, wait, what the fuck?
and there was even transcripts of them communicating that what the fuck happened to Phil.
Yeah.
That they were communicating of deciding her age. So there's
Yeah.
proof of them. There's proof of the director and the writer, I think, deciding on how old she was gonna be. So how fucked up, bro?
It's fucking insane.
Am I gone? Oh, I'm back.
But wait, where did you find this thing about Trudeau? Because I feel like they make up a lot of shit like this for
I
people.
feel like that's all we'd
gonna
be
play a video
hearing.
for
No, think of all the other sketchy shit he's done. We never hear about it.
That's
until someone
true.
finds it.
I'm with Phil on that. But this is
Yeah.
so heavy duty. You'd think
Some in the public discourse
we're
peg
talking
the
Oh, but
accuser
it's
at 70.
Infowars, bro.
This would have been the biggest thing on.
I feel like it would have
they
been.
gave her-
I feel like I'm not saying Infowars has been right on a lot of stuff. They've also been wrong on a lot of stuff. So I don't know how valid it is. And also, when they say minor, because is this one of those things where he statutory raped someone when he was 16 and she was 4? You get what I'm saying? Like, let's figure it out. Because it's easy to just
when
jump
he was
on
that
this.
age, what was he doing? He was a a snowboard instructor, no?
Yeah, I don't. Because it's easy to just say. You know what I mean? It's easy to just.
So the story, look, for now, it's a story. We don't know how legit it is, but I'm going to read it out to you guys. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's underage accuser was much younger at the time of the relationship.
Wait,
was
hold
first
on.
thought.
Where are you reading this? What's the source?
The internet, George.
Yeah, the internet, bro. Mind your own business. The Buffalo Chronicle.
The Buffalo Chronicle.
All right.
Look, that's why I said we don't know if it's true.
So,
Okay?
as far as I'm concerned, you are the Buffalo Chronicle.
Bro, Phil, stop adjusting your goddamn camera, bro.
So it keeps dropping. It's too heavy for the little stand.
Here's how the story goes, right? Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's underage accuser was much younger at the time because he had the accuser has come out. That's real though.
Well, no. What's the accuser's name?
I don't know.
So the accuser has not come out.
Anyways, but apparently,
Are you
he
guys
paid-
seeing this super chat?
Blankers. When Queen Victoria died, the repeal of Section 2 of the British North America Act, I knew what BNA was, I'm a historian, came into force, deliberately leaving the Dominion of Canada without a monarch. It was never reenacted. We're a country built on lies. You know something, Blankers? I have said this. And people like Jiggity Jiggity, Brosard Chanjizros, keep saying, it is not true, it's ceremonial, bro. We're a real country. The Queen has no control over here. Neither does Great Britain. But yes, they do. Great Britannia, George, still rules with an iron fist.
Yes.
And Prince Andrew bangs kids.
That's true. That part is true.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Let's talk about that idiot.
Because recent evidence suggests I'm way correct.
Very.
Let's talk about that guy for a second before I get to the other story, because he had to renounce all his what's called all his military affiliations
And titles.
yeah, all his.
But
titles,
pedophile
all
wasn't
that
one of them. He didn't need to renounce that one. Oh.
Sorry.
Which one?
Pedophile.
Ah, no.
Yeah. So everything goes back to the Queen. So there's a statement that came out of Buckingham Palace that said like he everything he's doing now is on his own private in his own private name. Yeah, so obviously this comes at a time when his lawyers failed to get him to get that case canceled there in New York with what's her name, Virginia, the girl.
I forgot what the girl's name was. You're talking about the girl that was massaging Clinton in the photo?
I don't know if that's the girl.
Good old Bill.
Slick Willie.
Yeah, they were unable to dismiss the civil lawsuit there.
Side note, I keep getting commercials before certain podcasts on YouTube. I'm not even joking. It's Bill Clinton offering up his master class.
Oh, I've seen that one. Yeah.
It's the funniest fucking thing. It's not like, why the fuck is old Clinton here? And he's like,
it's not only. But it's not.
do you
only
want to
him.
learn how to seduce them young ladies?
It's not only him. The masterclass has taken like 5 or 6 former U.S. statesmen and women.
Hillary Clinton has one too. How to lose gracefully. And she's like, I got someone else to teach it.
Bill Clinton, it's called Learn to Lead. Jesus.
Yeah,
Christ.
fucking.
Lead
okay.
us to the island and never talk about it on the mainstream media.
I you know what? Just to go back to Prince Andrew, I'm just wondering how the Queen feels. You know, like I mean, because
The
everyone
Queen
knows,
doesn't know where
Apparently,
she is
they
anymore.
ran that ad on this video too. Clinton knows his demographic.
Hillary Clinton's is the power of resilience.
I keep getting punched in the face.
Oh man.
She teaches the power of resilience.
You need to
bro.
be resilient. Listen. You got to resist. When these ladies come out of the woodwork saying that your husband raped them, you kill them. You must help them all commit suicide. Resilience.
When did Sideshow Bob come into the studio?
Yeah, he does have a goofy laugh sometimes.
It's so goofy.
Remember
sometimes.
Goofy from the cartoons? Yeah, he's goofy.
Yeah.
so I was just
Goofy
wondering,
was a single dad putting his kid through fucking university.
Good for him.
Respect
bro.
to Goofy.
how come we've never
He
seen
also-
the mom in any
he also-
of the cartoons?
He also
What?
murdered.
Goofy?
Oh, look, while we're talking about movies, George, sidetrack, because
Goof
our people, it is Friday. We should entertain them with some other news as well. I was watching last night one of my favorite
What was
old
you
films. It's called Grease. With a young man named John Travolta.
Oh, okay, yeah,
You like Grease?
I love Grease.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
It
of
was a
course.
pretty cool movie.
I'm a movie guy.
Whatever.
I'm a movie guy. I
That
love
was
the
never
classics.
my thing.
However, I hadn't watched Grease in what you can say is forever. Okay.
Such a rapey movie.
First of all, Phil, you better watch your fucking tongue. That's number one. Number two, Phil. It was a time when things were better. It was a time when 37-year-old men were in high school. There's so much that I had not noticed about Grease until I watched it now as an adult. And I
the
laughed so... Yeah, no, the rapiness, it wasn't as rapey, but there was a lot of funny stuff like, yo, there's going to be a pussy wagon. These chicks are all going to cream themselves. I was like, God damn, some of the language in here is absurdly...
intense.
It's absurdly hilarious for the time.
Tell me more.
that-
Tell me more. Did she put up a fight?
Yeah.
Like, that's all you need to know about Grease.
But he didn't mean that sexually. They meant like, did she put up a fight like when you're hitting on her? Or was she like, no, I don't want to be with you? That's what they meant. They didn't meant that he raped her. But I guess I see how it could be misconstrued that way, Phil. I'm with you on
Okay.
that. They also, the other chick that she gets in the car with the 5 greasers and she's like, what do you guys think? This is a gangbang. I'm only banging him. Get out of here. I was like, Jesus, how did I never notice any of it? Also, everyone's 40
She
years
doesn't
old.
say gangbang.
Yeah, she does. She says gangbang. Her exact words. This isn't a gangbang. What do you guys think this is? Also, what's fucking hilarious about Grease is there's that guy who's older than the old kids, who's basically hitting on the 14-year-olds. He comes in, he's like in his 50s, and he's trying to bang the 14-year-old girl, and it's normal. I was like, yo, this is a crazy fucking movie.
Simpler times, man.
Simpler times. And it's like, you kids, like, they're acting like kids, like, well, we're rebellious against the teachers. Motherfucker, you look divorced. You're older than the teacher. There's a guy with male pattern baldness, and he's playing basketball. I was like, what the fuck's happening?
I've had male pattern baldness since I was not even of age.
Dude, it is hilarious. You got, but still a good movie. Just
Not a good movie.
Grease is not a good movie. Grease was a great musical. What makes
I
it not
saw
a great
Grease
movie?
for the first time when I was about 14. My parents took me to a drive-in
Okay.
in Saint Eustache.
Okay.
And we watched Grease in the drive-in, and then we watched Deep Impact. That's a good movie. I fell asleep like 12 times during Grease.
Oh, but that's your prerogative. It doesn't make it.
It's
It's a
not for
great
me.
movie.
I hate musicals.
But why would you watch a musical with your parents as a teenager? That's
you
weird.
You didn't like Moulin Rouge?
It's fine.
Moulin Rouge is not for me.
It's
too goofy.
It's fine. It's whatever. I'm not a musical guy. My parents took me because they grew up watching it.
Yeah.
And it was re-released in the drive-in, so they took us to see it, and we just didn't care. And then I saw it again years later. Footloose is a better movie.
No, Footloose is not a better movie. Footloose is goofy
Footloose
as
is
fuck.
so interesting. There's so much going on. There's like abortions and shit. It's so dark.
But the chick gets banged up and pregnant in this one too. But how is Footloose better? It's like this town where dancing has become illegal can only be saved by one
ridiculous.
man, Kevin Bacon. Why? Because his feet are loose. Footloose. Footloose. Why is that guy having sex with a goose? It's very strange.
Get me off the screen seconds. I got to run to the bathroom.
Let him go take a pee. While we're talking about getting people pregnant, I got news from our friend. Yeah, I got news from our friend, Canadian icon,
Yeah.
my pen pal, Drake.
Oh, Drake.
Yeah, Drake is coming under fire. A woman is threatening. She's thinking of suing Drake. Would you like to hear why?
For what? Yes.
She is an Instagram model. Now, being a man of my caliber, I've bagged many models. Let me tell you, one weirder than the next. So she met Drake online. Drake hung out with her. They went back to his hotel room. This is her account. Smoked some weed. And Drake was very serious about having consensual sex with her. He's like, yo, you sure you want to do this? She says, of course, you're Drake. I'd like to bang you.
Go on.
So they fooled around a bit. He went to the he went to the bathroom, returned with a condom on his penis because he is a responsible adult. Proceeded to plow her for about 20 minutes. Went into the bathroom, got cleaned up. Then she went to the bathroom after him. This is her account. Took the condom, wanted to empty it in her vagina. One would theorize it would be to get pregnant with Drake's baby. However, she started screaming in pain when she did that. So Drake ran in the bathroom and said, what's the matter? She said, my vagina's on fire. Drake said, well, I hope you didn't try to put the condom in your vagina because I filled it with barbecue with hot sauce as soon as I was done because some crazy bitches tried to impregnate themselves. And
Drake's a genius.
Drake's a genius.
Playing chess, not checkers, bro.
I have many friends that back in the day would either steal the condom and leave with it or they wouldn't take chances because these people are crazy.
I've never heard this. This is crazy.
Now, the fact that she's like, oh, my vagina's on fire, I will sue Drake for putting hot sauce in my vagina. Drake did not put hot sauce in your vagina. You admitted to trying to trap Drake with an illegitimate love child. So how the fuck are people coming to her defense is baffling to me.
Because these are a bunch of other fucking Yas Queen types of bitches, bro.
That is trickery.
One more time, Poseidon. One more time.
Yas Queen.
That is trickery. That is very, very rapey to do that to yourself.
It's weird.
It is very fucked up. I do not condone this behavior.
If they take this to any kind of legal proceedings, I think his best.
I think she'll be laughed out of court.
First of all, but his best defense is self-defense. He was engaging in self-defense. That's it.
Why am I green in the camera?
Yeah, I wanted to show you that. I thought it was hilarious.
Oh, no,
and you were ranting when it happened.
Oh, nice. I was going Hulk.
Yeah.
No, you like the camera froze.
I was going full fucking Hulk.
Hulk.
Yeah, isn't that interesting?
It is very interesting, but I want to know, does Drake keep the hot sauce in his bag?
It was in his hotel room.
It's probably in the.
It was his hotel room, so you could have it there.
Sauce?
Huh?
What kind of hot sauce?
Frank's
Was it
Red
Frank's?
Hot. He puts that shit on everything.
The shit on everything.
And apparently he used like the hottest Carolina Reaper type of hot sauce.
Yeah, he's not playing game.
Reaper.
Carolina Reaper.
Yeah, bro.
That must suck on the vagina. That must really not be pleasant.
Yeah, well, she shouldn't have done that.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not feeling bad for her. I'm just saying it must have hurt.
So many memes came out, by the way, like the videos of yo, have you guys seen Drake's new Plan C? It's a fucking hot sauce in a baggie, bro.
Fucking
Yo, but
Drake
I'm
was the final
100%.
solution.
I'm 100% with Drake on this.
100%.
Me too.
100%.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's like a security system. Like, how is what Drake did different than what Kevin McAllister was doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was defending his home.
Yeah, remember, those were the good days when you could use force to defend your home and you were a hero.
Yeah.
And now if you do it, you're a villain.
Yeah. You're a scumbag, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously, if they would remake the original, just re-release the original one right now of Kevin, they would say that is just an entitled white right-winger.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. who's hurting, this dyslexic minority, that
know
all they
I mean, to
need,
be fair, he was entitled.
all they want is presents. They just want presents because he has access to all the presents. And this fucking white kid is using force, including a rifle,
You know,
to hold him back from his home. With villain.
with
And
the
he
way
used deadly force in some instances.
with the way that the world is, I wouldn't be surprised if some fucking weirdos came out online and wrote something like that.
Yeah, they do all the
I
time.
wouldn't be fucking
yeah.
surprised at all.
Yeah, it's gonna be released on the Daily Beast.
By the way, fun fact
Bro,
about
NPR released a thing yesterday. NPR, bro. Why do we all agree that that 4 white guys are rock bands? Like rock bands all have to be 4 white guys.
Nobody agreed that.
Nobody agreed. And also then people started listing out all of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame bands that are not white guys. Like, what are you talking about?
What about
You
Blondie?
There's also a lot of black
What
people.
about
Jimi
Heart?
Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, it's just, anyways, it's you don't have to you don't have to argue the
Can we just talk
inexcusable.
about why George drinks water out of the Nespresso carafe, the thing that you're supposed to attach to the side of your fucking coffee maker?
Let me see.
His
Let's
options
see.
were limited.
Let's see, George.
No, this is like a what do you call it?
He doesn't even know what it is.
I don't know what the fuck I found.
It's just plastic with water in it, bro.
I had hot
Hydrating.
sauce in here.
it's for your shakes, man. It's like a huge water
Okay.
bottle.
A cock socket. I got you.
Fuck, I was gonna say something and I completely forgot.
Yeah, you say it. Say it.
No,
But I love that. That's so funny with Yahoo. That's how they confuse people. They go, misinformation has been spread, and then in it they write the actual information that was spread, which is not misinformation. They don't say it was misinterpreted. They go, it was misinterpreted by you, and then they repeat what was said, and then they want you to be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. It's just misinformation. And then you go, what's the misinformation? The information that I gave you.
Yeah, what do you want, Phil?
Taking a bathroom break.
Okay.
Guys, it's
I
such a
just-
fucking scary. It's a very scary time, eh? Like honestly, you don't know who to trust, what to believe in. Anything that puts out there, it could be completely misconstrued. I don't know
Okay,
if you guys
Forbes.
saw-
You guys know Forbes?
Who's that? What's Forbes? No, I don't know. Of course,
Okay,
everybody knows
Forbes. Editor's pick, December 20th, 2021. Pfizer bets on medical cannabis with $6.7 billion acquisition. Okay? $6.7 billion acquisition. Forbes, January 11th, 2022. Roughly a little under a month later. Study finds cannabis compounds prevent infection by COVID-19. My friends, you are getting played. You are getting played and you like it because you keep defending the people that are fucking you. Stockholm Syndrome, and we're not even Swedish. Yeah. Carry on, George.
Oh God, yeah. There's so much fucking garbage. I don't know if you guys saw, or if anyone remembers, Freeway Frank. He had a morning show on some radio. I can't remember.
Yes, I remember.
So,
People keep sending me messages about him. Why? Am I his representative?
Yeah. No, he started a podcast and he had Guzzo on it.
I heard,
Vince
yeah.
Guzzo. Very outspoken person against the government with all the crap that they've been doing.
The only reason why I heard about this is because people commented in his stuff. This Pantelis should interview him, not this guy. That's the only reason why I heard about
Oh
this.
my god.
I just saw the headline. I didn't even know the guy had a podcast or anything like that. I mean, I started following him just to see what he's up to. But so he had Guzzo on, and immediately, like after YouTube took down the fucking video.
You gotta be one of the big boys like me.
They took him down. They took him down because they judged that Guzzo was spreading misinformation. Like it's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous.
Nah.
And the poor guy, and he's right. Look, I've heard Vince Guzzo speaking on all these platforms. I find like he's a little excessive sometimes, but he makes a lot of sense. I mean, the guy is like, listen, there is no evidence to show that closing movie theaters is going to help in any way, shape, or form. Recently, this was the craziest thing of all. The culture minister of Quebec,
It's not a good
blocked Guzzo on Twitter. So the guy comes out with his fucking rant. He's like, how can the culture minister of Quebec block the owner of the biggest cinema chain in Quebec? You know what I mean?
You see what I mean, G? You see what I mean? So am I crazy in all the shit I'm saying to you, George? That this is, there's fuckery afoot.
Guys, look, I don't know what the fuck to believe anymore. There is so much shit out there.
You know what to believe, George. You know what to believe.
Believe your brain, George.
Believe freedom.
Let go of your heart for a
Trust
second
your instinct.
and listen to your brain. Things do not make sense. They taught us critical thinking in school.
Oh, did you guys hear about that group of morons that got into that Sunwing flight to travel to
Hey,
Mexico?
whoa. You mean local heroes. Carry on.
Yeah, they completely took over the flight.
Yeah, but
Started partying.
No. Hold on. George, they didn't take over the flight. They had already chartered it. There was no regular people on that flight. That was their plane. They chartered it.
Okay, that's fine.
No, it's not fine because that was not what the news was saying initially, and it's not what you just said at the beginning of your fucking sentence. They did not take over the flight. It was already chartered.
They had announced initially that
I'm combating fake news here, people. Right? That's what I'm doing. Carry on, George.
They had announced initially that the flight had been chartered privately, and it was reserved for the entire group. But does that mean that you can get out of your seat and fucking smoke in the plane and drink? And so there was reports.
That's allowed.
Hold on. If it doesn't mean that, then why didn't the crew complain? Why didn't the crew bring it down? No, they didn't. The first time that the Sunwing ever said anything was after the videos came out. The crew could have landed anywhere between here and Mexico. I've already said this. If there was a real emergency. The pilot
they
could
never
have stepped
bothered.
in.
They probably were fucking smoking with them.
They abandoned they abandoned the passengers. They're like, fuck it. They just couldn't deal with them. They let them be, and then they locked themselves up in whatever room they have over there.
So planes come down and for people arguing over a mask.
Yeah.
But not when there's 50 people.
Yeah, so there's an article. So there's an article that came out, I think yesterday or before yesterday, that said that apparently it was too costly for the flight to interrupt the trip at the land and to whatever. Which I don't know. I don't know what I don't know how and what costs are associated with that kind of stuff. Like to
there's no price that you could put on safety, George.
You know. So there you have it. But I just find it ridiculous how this story, like some local kids over here in Montreal made international news because of their complete misconduct on the plane or whatever the hell happened.
I think people are just jealous.
I think everyone is jealous because everyone wanted to be in Mexico and everybody wanted to party for New Year's Eve, especially given the circumstances that had us all locked up in our houses. But yeah, some of them came back. I think one of them got arrested at the airport. I'm not sure who it was. The organizer. There's a lot of fishy things around this guy. So
you're telling me that the guy that built statues of himself around his neighborhood is fishy? I don't like where your head's at.
Nobody knows where this guy's money comes from. There's a lot of questionable things. So you have a lot of journalists now that are digging into.
Bro, who cares, bro?
Yeah,
mind your own fucking business.
Yeah, thank you.
Mind your own fucking business, bro. Where he makes the guy's making money, bro. In my opinion, bro, this guy's contributing to the economy, bro. He chartered a flight,
guys, we're losing
bro.
George.
Bro, he chartered a flight, bro. When these fucking airline companies can't book fucking tickets for flights, bro. This guy chartered a private flight, bro. He gave business, bro. Bro, mind your own fucking business.
The statue builders in his neighborhood made money off those goddamn statues.
Who are we talking about?
He bought what did he buy? He bought houses all around his neighborhood.
Houses,
the real estate market. He's helping realtors.
He's not even Chinese, bro. He bought local.
He's local. Support local business.
Bro, this guy, in my opinion, bro, is fucking funding the local economy, bro. Mind your own fucking business where his money came from.
What the fuck are you talking about?
The organizer of that Tulum.
Awad.
Yeah.
He has statues built.
Yeah, in his neighborhood. Like a benevolent neighborhood watch leader should.
The guy bought like 3 or 4 houses in a row so he won't have neighbors. That's the explanation he gave to journalists.
Good. You know why? Because neighbors don't mind their fucking business.
There you go.
You know what happened the other day? Because he's still in Mexico. He hasn't come back because he knows that he's going to get arrested. I think as soon as he lands, and he's claiming that he still has COVID, so he can't
arrested.
fly.
Why would he get arrested?
Why would he get arrested?
He didn't commit a crime.
He didn't commit a crime.
Apparently, he breached a bunch of law. He did commit a crime. They're saying, what's the authority? The Travel Authority of Canada? No.
If he, this is again where we're going back, Phil. If he committed a crime, a federal aviation crime or whatever when he was up there, then why did we say that the reason why they didn't land was money related? Because you're supposed to.
I'm not arguing that. I'm just telling you that
there's a federal crime, international space crime happening. You got to land it and get him to the proper authorities. No, not bring him to his vacation destination.
It is a federal offense to smoke on an airplane. That much I know to be true.
But we used to do it in the 70s.
when it wasn't a federal offense. Because
I'm just saying, we're
laws are
making
made
this up
by
as we
people.
go along. Yeah.
How about banging on planes?
I don't think that's illegal. Is that illegal?
Isn't that considered as having sex in public? I think that's illegal.
I mean, if you're in the bathroom and you're just having sex, I guess.
No,
But it's
apparently
this-
they were getting on the seats there in the plane.
They were
Oh,
getting.
man. This was
they-
the fucking
they-
flight flown by Kubrick.
they were getting blown, and all these prudes are out here acting like, oh, it's crazy to get blown on an airplane in front of people. Oh my God, haven't you lived a little bit, Karen? Just a little bit. Get blown on an airplane in front of everyone else while some Mexican Arab guy videotapes it is weird to you, maybe. Live a little. Get out of your fucking hut, villagers.
There are other cultures besides fucking Mississauga.
Yeah.
Aaron.
Oh God.
I want to
You're
come back to
telling-
the studio. This
I
is
don't
not
want to
fun.
live in a society where you can't take over a plane, vape, and blow strangers.
Yeah, if we can't commandeer an aircraft mid-flight and just fornicate, what kind of world are we building here?
Let me tell you what I've learned in all this
for
and
our
what you
kids.
all should learn. Don't
amazing-
put
look,
all
guys,
your
the-
business
yeah.
up on TikTok. These videos should have remained private. The fact that he posted them it was his own undoing.
He's a dummy.
No, nobody posted anything. There were screenshots taken from a private Discord.
No, that's
conversation.
another thing. The screenshots were one thing. The
that happened
videos were
after.
posted. Yeah, you're mixing up.
okay.
You're pulling your CNN. You're omitting facts. He posted the videos. That's why the videos were out there. It wasn't just The screenshots came later when they were talking about putting Vaseline up their vaginas and noses.
The Vaseline was to protect from Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. But
Different.
apparently in that flight, you had a lot of professionals. You had lawyers. You had all these guys that.
There were pilots on the flight.
One of the girls was a pilot.
It's the feel-good story of the year, if you ask me.
So these were all successful kids that were trying to unwind after a very dark, unruly 2 years.
They weren't necessarily all successful. There was this one guy that chartered the entire flight. He got, I think, 3 or 4, quote unquote influencers from all these reality TV shows here in Quebec to participate.
Good.
And then I think they just sold out tickets.
So there's a problem with a local Arab man assembling the local Avengers. There's a problem with that. We don't need heroes anymore.
Ali Fury.
The other possibly illegal thing that is being looked into now is that who sold the tickets? Did he buy them and then resold them? Because technically he's not allowed to do that.
Why is he not allowed to do that?
What?
Sorry?
Why is he not allowed to do that?
Oh,
what
you
are
can't.
these fucking
It had-
rules?
I
all
don't
of a
know,
sudden
there's all
wrong?
these
Like,
aviation
what is
rules or
this?
whatever.
You can't resell
Maybe he's a
tickets.
booker. Maybe he's a fucking.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we
travel
lived in a
agent. You don't
free
know.
and democratic country with a free market where I can buy and sell as I please, limiting
I don't know,
people.
Maybe one of
That's
the
the
companies
exception.
he
I can't buy and
has
sell people.
is a travel agency. I have no idea, but apparently they're looking into that one as well, and that could he could get really heavily fined for that one. But anyway, there's I'm just
He
curious.
could get heavily fined for that one. Our prime minister went on TV and said that anyone who didn't get vaccinated is a misogynist, unclean person from society, a racist that we need to eliminate. And this guy's gonna get fined for reselling airline tickets to his friends. Are you all mad? Have you all lost your fucking minds?
Not to mention the actual crimes that the prime minister committed.
Have you all lost your fucking minds? I cannot be the only reasonable person. It can't work like this. I have to be the crazy one, you stupid sons of bitches.
You're not reasonable, so there's that.
I'm not reasonable.
In this instance, you are, but in
There you go.
general,
I'll talk about
as
this
a human
instance, Phil.
being,
I'll talk about this
you're not
instance, Phil.
reasonable.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm normally not reasonable. That's why.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I cannot be the voice of reason.
I'm agreeing with you.
Our balance-
You're an unreasonable fool.
We
but
need
now
a
you're right.
we need a balance. I need to be the crazy, unreasonable person. And-
I told you, when my crazy communist friend who lives on a compound in the middle of nowhere and you start posting the same stuff, the world has gone awry.
The communists, I have changed them, is what you're saying. I have opened
That
minds.
is absolutely not what I'm saying.
Phil just said that even communists are turning around and they're seeing the light of freedom and democracy because of this guy. Next, I will take the extreme right, and I will also bring them with me, and then I will unite the people.
Fact checkers will show that is not what I said.
Except for those weird leftists with the colored hair, those they can stay where they came.
They can stay where they can. We don't have enough hair dye in the new society that I'm building.
But the hair's so short, we must have enough society hair dye.
Also, we don't have enough
hair dye.
stationery to cover all the made-up genders that you're gonna fucking talk about. Zoom, zam, zim. I don't have time for this shit.
Oh God. In other sad news.
Sad.
This week we had a series of very cold days this week. There was an individual in his 70, 75 or 76 years old that died out in the street. He was a homeless person, and as we know, here in Quebec, we're such a perfect society. We have so much space for our homeless, in this province, specifically in Montreal. Unfortunately, there was no room in the homeless shelters, especially since the fact that he was I believe I read somewhere that he had COVID-19, so they didn't want to accept him in any shelter. The guy ended up dying on the street. Suddenly compassion reigned everywhere. They're like, oh no, this is crazy. We got to do something about that. It always
What are you talking about? Anyways, fucking hypocrites.
Yeah, it always takes like a tragedy like this for people to kind of just switch fucking, there's whatever, fuck. Anyway, so they announced yesterday, the city of Montreal with, Valerie Plante announced that they're going to close a soccer stadium on Papineau and Saint Michel. It's a huge soccer complex over there.
Wait, which one on Papineau Saint Michel?
It's called the Stade de Soccer de Montréal.
Okay.
I think it's attached to some high school. Anyway, so they're going to convert that into a shelter. It could house over 300 people. It's going to be exclusive only for the homeless, especially the ones that. What the fuck was that?
What do you do?
Dude, we gotta keep a clip of that.
What did Phil do?
Sorry.
Poseidon,
My bad.
mark that one because what the fuck?
Yeah, now we're 30 minutes. What happened? What happened?
Phil just got knocked out by his headset. That's what
Yeah, I
happened.
took myself
What?
out. Sorry.
Yeah, that's funny.
I'm
Anyway,
back.
they're taking this soccer field. They're going to convert it into a shelter for the homeless. Here's the problem that I have.
A shelter? Isn't it an outdoor soccer field?
No, it's an indoor. It's covered. It's indoor. It has all the facilities. It has bathrooms. It has like a makeshift TV room. They're gonna have nurses available. The Red Cross now is involved there to take care of them, to provide them with everything that they need.
So if this was available, why wasn't it done before people died?
That's the question. That's the question that I have. And not only that, this isn't the first time during this pandemic that this soccer stadium or whatever, the soccer complex was converted for this.
Or the first time that homeless people died. I should know. I killed 8 of them.
So the only question is, first of all, why did they not automatically just do it again? I think it was last year or 2020. I can't remember, whatever. But it's not the first time that they convert this into a shelter. Why did they not think of this before? Did they not expect our winter temperatures to affect the homeless like they do every year? Every year, there's homeless people dying on the streets. Every single year.
Yeah, but this year there was no more flu, no more cold weather. It doesn't exist. Only COVID exists. There are no other problems.
No, the flu's back apparently.
Oh, shit, really?
What?
Yeah, we eradicated it, but it came back.
Interesting.
And it merged with
Yeah.
coronavirus.
What about homelessness and unemployment, depression? Are they back yet?
No.
They never
Those,
left. They've always been here.
we stopped counting those since 2020.
Basically, yeah, he's right.
So, yeah.
He's not wrong.
So it's very sad. And here, the frustrating thing, Pantelis, and you mentioned it, is we know this is going to happen every year. We know it. We know that our shelters are underfunded. They don't have space. They don't have the resources that they need to take care of our homeless. And we do have these alternatives. So why are they not put in place before tragedy strikes? Right? It's really frustrating. And then the hypocrisy is that you have the politicians come out and say, "Well, we got great news for you today. Look at what we're doing. This is great." La la la. Fucking bitch! 2 days ago, the guy died, or 3 days ago.
I'll tell you why, George. They were preoccupied making all these new bike paths.
I mean, don't be silly, Poseidon. It's winter. They're not building bike paths right
Don't
now.
be silly.
No, but that's why winter hit. They can't build anymore. And now they're like, fuck, now we got to do something about this.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. But
I mean, I get what he's trying to say, but like,
Go bring my
There's
kit. I'm
more
going to
to-
test myself.
For real?
Yeah, just in case.
Oh, God.
you're gonna do it live on
I'm
the air.
feeling ill, Phil.
live
It's
on
not
TV.
me.
I don't know if it's anxiety or if I got the Rona, so I'm going to check right now.
I mean,
Okay,
I'll
hold
say
on.
this
Studio
about the
on the
Rona.
top shelf.
When I got the Rona, I kind of knew it was the Rona. Like it felt different.
My throat's feeling a little scratchy, Phil.
But you can. Dude, this is why everything is messed up. You shouldn't be testing yourself now. You got to test yourself a couple days after you get symptoms.
Well, I always have symptoms. My head always hurts. Probably because I drink a lot of coffee and not enough water, and I'm always anxious.
That I can attest that this is true. He drinks no water. He's a crazy person.
I'm a crazy person. So
He's basically, if you were to cut him right now, coffee beans would come out.
goddamn right.
100% Arabica.
Thank you, sir.
Are you going to test live? That's going to be amazing.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well,
but
while
Denise,
we do the
you want
show,
me
and
to
then
come
we'll
test
get the results while we're what?
You want me to come test you?
Oh, you fuck! You're gonna give me the Rona.
Well, he's breathing in your face.
There's no way I'm contagious anymore.
Yes, there is. That's
That
why you
doesn't
still.
make sense.
Aren't you always contagious?
Well, you still
I don't
have
understand
symptoms,
how
no?
it works
He
anymore.
still has
I don't
symptoms.
fucking know.
No.
He still has symptoms,
I've
and
been
he's
out and
testing
about. I
positive.
did my quarantine. I do my thing, but like, it's one thing to be here in my office with an air purifier, and he's over there, but to sit right in front of him and cough, like I got bronchitis. Well, I don't actually have bronchitis. I have like a little bronchial wheeze thing.
Bronco wheeze.
Bronchial wheeze.
I
And
have
I didn't
broncho
cough
wheeze.
while I was sick, by the way. It all started after. It's so crazy. So weird.
So
It's crazy
weird.
how many times. It's crazy how many times Pantelis has made the test that he knows exactly what to do by heart. It's just the ABC.
He actually hasn't done it that many times. 'Cause the first one he did, I explained it to him over the phone. It was only a couple days ago.
Oh, okay.
What? No, I did it last week. First time.
Yeah, it was a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that wasn't you I was telling how to do it, was it? 2 days ago. That was Peter. Never mind.
Yeah, it wasn't
My
me.
bad.
I read the instructions.
I got the ones from the government, the Abbott ones. They're so much easier to use. It's
Wait.
like there's no setup. You just do it and it's done.
Oh, really? Mine, I have a bit of a setup, but I paid for these. It cost $300.
Yeah, you have that little tray. You do a little science experiment.
Yeah,
You
yeah. I'm
put
a
it down.
scientist. You guys don't understand.
He's a
I'm
mad
I'm
scientist.
doing science right now. And look, I have my little Ziploc baggies. They're Star Wars themed. There's Rey.
That's cute.
Why did you transfer them into new Ziploc
You're
baggies?
like an 8-year-old boy. It's
This is a stormtrooper shooting a laser.
lasers. Pew, 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 pew.
my God, bro.
Poseidon, can we get some rapid testing rapidly music?
No, you continue the show, and we're gonna find out.
I mean, this is way more interesting than the show.
No, we don't know yet if
We'll
it's
take,
interesting.
we'll take
I feel like there's probably a demographic of your fandom
Oh, like a
who would
porno.
love nothing more than to watch you put something in your nose.
By the way, this is a public service over here. If you guys want to know how to
Do it.
exactly, here we
Oh
have
no, it's
it.
too late. I already started.
Only-
But what you
only
will
according-
learn is whether or not I've been infected with the Rones live. Because we don't lie here. If I got it, I got it. What are we gonna say?
I mean, it's fine. Me and Poseidon both have had it. You can't hurt us. No one else is here.
But I
George
can
is
hurt-
with the hard bros.
But I can hurt myself and my family, the other people
Maybe.
around me.
I mean, can you give it to the dog?
No, I'm not gonna test my dog, bro. My
No,
dog's.
can you give it to the dog?
Oh,
I don't know what happened
don't
with
know.
that in the beginning. See, everybody was talking about the apples, and can they finally get the?
I don't know.
I don't think
virus?
so.
I mean, if you fuck them, maybe.
Oh, this is gonna be uncomfortable.
So Amelie has clipped me hitting myself in the face and now sent it to me to mock me.
By the way, guys, we can't hear you anymore because I'm playing the music.
Oh, bro.
No, he's in Don't be a bitch. You can do it. Come on. Okay, you can take it out.
Oh, got out with a fucking sneeze, bro.
No, it doesn't.
I feel like sneezing.
Oh, science. Oh, bro, the music with you dipping the stick is hilarious.
And then I'll wait a bit.
But you
Oh.
gotta wait. What? It's
I can't
I'll-
believe you did
I'll
that
pause it
live
for
on
now.
air.
Oh, what? Because I'm in business here.
I'll pause it. I'll pause the music for now. But once
Give me a Kleenex. Oh
How
my
many of
god.
those you got left?
Does it matter?
All right. He doesn't seem okay.
Oh, because it hurts your nose, bro. I go in deep.
Yeah, no
I
kidding.
don't take chances. I want to know.
I did one yesterday to see if I was still, because you can get weak positives right at the beginning and near the end.
Yeah.
And in the middle, I was testing, like the line would turn red right away. Just brrr.
Oh, like it doesn't
After I
even go all the way
finally
through.
What?
Like it doesn't even go to C. It stops at T.
No, it gets there eventually, but as it's like spreading, it just goes hard red line. At what is it, T?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but now I'm getting like it appears a few minutes later and it's much lighter. So I guess it's leaving my system.
It's last time, the other times I sneezed. This time I held the sneeze in because I'm on air. I don't want to infect people.
You know, if you hold the sneeze, it can come out of your ass.
We got Emmanuel Macron over here, bro.
What do you say? What do you say?
No, you.
Oh, me, yeah.
Kobe.
So how long should I keep it in the dip? A minute? We said
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay.
No, it's 2 minutes in the thing, and then you spill, and you gotta wait 15 or something. What is it?
I like
Spill
that this
all
is
over the-
It won't
content
even
now.
take 15.
Yeah, no, it shouldn't.
It doesn't take 15. We'll know.
We'll know.
Mine, the first one I did took like it took longer than 15 minutes. So like I did the test and then I went on to do things. I waited 15 minutes and I came back negative and I was like, oh, nice. I
So
don't have
far,
it.
every test I took is hard negative.
Yeah.
But
It's negative, but it's sexually aroused. I like
yeah,
that.
today might be the day, guys.
And
I don't think so. What are
and-
you hoping you have it?
No, I don't want to have it, but we can't hide it. It's gonna be live on the air.
I will say this. Now that I've had it, I'm convinced that I've already had it.
What?
2 years ago, at the beginning of the pandemic.
Because the symptoms were the same.
I mean, the symptoms were they mimicked a lot of other things, but it was the way they progressed through symptoms.
Okay.
It was very familiar. I was like, this is weird. The last time I think I had COVID, which was the beginning of the first wave, when he was also sick. Right after, I also ended up with a bronchial thing, and I had to take Symbicort, which is
Hold
what
on,
they gave
hold
me.
on.
You gotta put the music back
Yeah.
Okay. Moment of truth.
because they say you gotta squeeze it out. Should have an egg going up.
A what?
The thing going up with the music. It's going up. Yeah, it's filling up. I'm so every time it's crossing the T, I'm always nervous it's gonna fucking give me a line.
I'm only playing it every time you touch stuff. So like, cause like, it looks like science.
Now there's nothing I could do.
We'll know by the end of the episode.
Yeah, now I gotta wait.
Yeah, like that.
So if you want to know if he has it, you have to tune in next Wednesday.
No.
Tune
To
in
be
next.
continued.
I'm very nervous, guys.
You shouldn't be nervous. Based on what I've heard and read, it's not that bad. I mean,
It's all right.
No,
Have
it's
you
just I
guys
don't want to
heard any-
cancel shit. That's my thing.
What'd you say,
Yeah.
George?
No. I understand. Pantelis. I mean, obviously, if you have
Yeah, he has shit to do.
interviews,
I mean, it sucks. I had to stay home, and I had a lot of shit to do. A lot of work. I had to move. It's been a hassle. I mean, my grandfather, we thought he was okay. Like, now he's in the hospital.
Oh god.
I don't know what's going on.
how long are they going to keep him?
We don't know. Like, they're treating the pneumonia, but...
Are you able to
my
call
mom
him?
texted me when we started the show. He went from needing 4 liters of oxygen to needing 10.
Shit.
So,
Okay,
like,
that's
it's
not good. But are you able
No,
to
it's not
speak
good.
with him? Do we know what's going on?
My dad was with him this morning. Last night he was blowing, the little ball in the test?
Yes.
The spirometer or whatever it's called. He was blasting that thing. He was fine last night. He was already doing better, but now apparently he's not doing as good. I don't know. He's not in any pain or anything. He's just not oxygenating properly.
Oxygenating.
Yeah, he's not oxygenating.
But is he speaking? Is he conscious?
Yeah, he's awake. He's just chilling.
Okay.
Chilling like a villain.
So George, what are the news you got for us while we wait for my science experiment to conclude?
There was an attempt. Thankfully, they caught the fucking idiots.
An attempt on someone's life?
On many lives, actually, there were some stupid students that were attempting to. They were organizing a shootout in the school in
What?
Montreal.
A shootout?
Yeah.
What?
What are you talking
They
about? bro?
were. Yeah, was it
Like
not
the
clear?
game went to overtime, but nobody could score?
Penalties.
Yeah, penalties.
Are you talking about an actual shootout, bro?
Yeah, shootout, like a massacre in a school.
Oh shit! You
Uh,
mean a shooting?
did I say shootout?
Yeah,
Yeah.
repeatedly.
A shooting.
Like
And I'm
cowboy
saying, what the
style?
fuck
Was
is
it
he
like,
talking-
were they meeting?
And
We're like,
I'm,
man.
and I'm saying, what shootout? What the fuck is this guy talking about? What
That's
shootout?
what you said, George.
Sorry, guys. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And so they caught the kids because some information leaked, and it was picked up immediately from the school. They called the cops. The cops took in the kids. They looked at all these messages that they were exchanging, and it was fucking serious. These guys were looking at documentaries and all this, everything that had been documented from the Columbine.
Hold on. Because you're misguiding our viewership here, and I gotta fix this. So a shootout, which was not the correct. It's kind of like you're saying they planned, two gangs planned to just shoot at each other. What you're saying is they were planning an actual shooting
in a school. Yeah,
innocent people.
Exactly.
What the fuck?
So the cops arrested the kids. They looked at all the plans. They had everything detailed, like to the minute. They were going to block the exits in the school. They were going to light up the school on fire, force everyone to come down a certain way, and then they were just going to start shooting at the kids. Apparently, one of the kids had written down that he was going to bring speakers so they can play loud music while this was happening. Like fucking demented shit over here, right?
Perhaps were these misunderstood jokes taken out of context?
I don't know, but I don't know if you could take these things out of like jokingly anymore. I mean, something like this happens.
I'm saying what their intention was, not the way you take it. Just was their intent, or was their intention they were actually planning?
They were very serious about it because, and apparently I think there were three kids. Christ. One of them was a girl, and the girl came out and said everything, basically what they were planning on doing, and she admitted to it. And yesterday they were formally accused. This is crazy. Thankfully, they caught him.
How did they catch them?
Something leaked, or someone overheard some kid talking about it. I don't know what it was. They acted really quickly. The cops came, picked them up, and when they started looking at their phones and emails and whatever, I don't know what else they had exchanged. They had stuff written down on paper as well. They had actual plans, and like they had plans.
Organized.
They were very organized. They had looked.
But who organized this whole thing? Was it the guy that organized the trip to Mexico?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
They were planning out a GTA heist.
So none of these were influencers.
Nope, none of these guys were influencers, and
so that's why it's not in the news.
Because
I feel like this should be front page and not the kids from Sunwing.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Absolutely. So, and I had to go through several pages to get this, and I'm like, how come we're not hearing about
this? This should be front page. I don't give a shit about the Sunwing kids. I care about this more. This is crazy.
100%, and it's worrying. And obviously now with all this information that is available, these kids were looking at documentaries. They were looking at all these documents and everything that had been done in Columbine in the U.S. at the end of the 90s, which was a huge it was a disastrous thing that happened in the U.S. for those who remember, or for those who were born. I don't know if people in the chat weren't born yet, but yeah, it was back in '99. And they were very much influenced by what happened there to kind of duplicate over here. We don't have any information on what school this was going to be at, and I guess it's good that they don't know. We don't want people to get scared, but it's worrying. It's worrying that there's kids that have fucking demented brains like this that think of these crazy acts. I mean, I don't know.
Pretty fucked up. Like, how did we get here?
I don't know, but
like how can you think? Yeah, like I don't know. You have to be fucking deranged to think that we're gonna be shooting at will, and not only that, let's put some fucking music.
I mean, if anything,
look, the music is the part that makes sense.
Flair for the dramatic.
Yeah,
like there was good mise en scène. A terrible plan.
Yeah, the music is not the crazy part here, dude.
Yeah.
Also, how are you going to shoot up a school when schools aren't even open?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. How'd that work?
Yeah,
this happened, I think, last year at some point last.
And we're only finding out now.
What?
They've just been formally charged now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is it happened like yesterday.
How the fuck did we not know about
I
this?
feel like everybody should have known about this.
Yeah,
maybe we
fucked up
did and we
shit.
forgot. So much has happened.
I don't know. I don't remember any of this. I remember going seeing at all.
Look, you're old now, so you forget things.
I do, yeah. So in one of the conversations that the police picked up, there was between the kids. So one of the kids said, "Ça va être la dernière journée de cours pour certains. Préparez-vous pour le party. On va faire l'histoire." Like you gotta be fucking
bro.
stupid.
Fuck
You gotta be
these
fucking
people.
stupid, man. You know, like what the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
I blame the parents.
I also blame
I
the parents.
also do blame the parents, but at the
20
same
years ago,
time-
they were blaming Marilyn Manson, so we've evolved.
But at the same time,
He makes a point. Not a good point, but a point.
It's an excellent point.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, is it easy to even monitor your kids and what they do now?
I don't know.
I don't
have
know.
cameras
I don't know
on.
about monitor. Well, now it is easy if you really want to monitor. Everything is recorded online. You can have it if you want to. But I think you could notice attitudes in your kids. I'm not saying you'd know this. This is too fucked up. Like I'm not. In reality, you can't even blame every. Some parents are shit. They'll abuse their kids. That's a different story. But there's some kids that they'll give them everything and they'll end up being stupid and do stupid shit like this.
Yeah.
You never know because there's character that comes into play too. Just what the person thinks, not just the nurture that he got in his home. Like how we know kids that got everything, but they're fucking douchebags and they're drugged up.
No.
And then other kids that didn't have anything and they're fucking model citizens. They help people. They're nice. They're compassionate.
No.
Even though life shit on them their whole life. So I don't know. There's a fine balance. You try your best sometimes and it doesn't work, and sometimes you just fail.
I mean, that's pretty nihilistic.
Look, the truth is
That's not nihilistic. That's the reality. So you could
Yeah,
do
I'm not disagreeing that
you
it's
could do
reality,
the
but it
best
is.
you can with your kid. You could do the best. You could give your kid everything. You could try to educate them, and sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes it just doesn't work. It's not
that's
always
true.
It's not always your fault.
Hey, George, did you hear about this restaurant that's threatening to reopen? Did you talk
Yes.
about it before I came on?
No, I didn't. There's a pizzeria in the Mainland, I think, and they came out to announce that at the end of January they're going to be officially opening, regardless of what the government says.
Good.
And they came out and said, "Look, we have to make a stand. This makes absolutely no more sense. We cannot be paying the price because the government cannot think of a way to support our hospitals better." So because
Good.
of
Well
that,
said.
we're-
What business is this?
This is
Keste.
Keste. Yeah.
Free plug.
By the way,
Keste.
just because the news is misreporting what's happening, everyone's saying they're threatening to reopen. What they're actually saying is they've put out a call to all restaurants and businesses
To reopen.
on the 30th of January. We're opening. Open with us because they can't stop us all. That's what they're trying to do. But everyone's painting it as one restaurant who's just going to do what they want.
Well,
I mean,
Poseidon, sadly, it looks like
Hold on. Bring it up slowly.
It looks like the results. It's dried up, so the results are in.
Hold on.
okay.
This is gonna disappoint a lot of people.
Bring it up slowly as I play the music.
Okay, well, I think they already know. It is official. I don't know if they could see the test, but I am a cunt. This is medically proven. Medically proven that according to the rapid response COVID-19 antigen test, I am a cunt. I could have been trans, but it fell on cunt. Sorry to disappoint a lot of yous. Though many would agree, they've always known that fact. There we go. All right.
How was it, folks?
Yeah, I can't hear you. It's cutting
Yeah,
out.
it's cutting out because of the music. It's fine.
Oh, well, Poseidon, you tried your best.
So what is it? I didn't hear the result.
He's a cunt,
I'm
not
a cunt.
trans.
Yeah.
He's a cunt now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
You're cisgendered. That's what the C is for.
Oh, okay. I'll go with that.
Yeah.
That's good
You're
news.
a
No?
cisgendered white male with a man bun.
All right.
You're everything they hate.
You're appropriating feminine culture.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So just C means negative, right?
That's right.
That's what they say. Yeah.
George is writing it down. He's like, okay, today is the 14th.
He was negative on the
11:47,
14th.
24 degrees internal temperature. Negative. Cisgender.
See that? Yeah. No, it's because we have a podcast tomorrow, so I didn't want to show up sick.
For your new podcast on Montreal?
No, that one came out already this week.
Oh, what is that? That seems fun. Why wasn't I invited to that?
Which one?
You don't speak French, and you weren't. Another reason why you weren't invited is also because you have COVID.
That's a fair point. The second one, not the first one. I speak French.
This is what Zeus. I saw
Yeah,
that's
Club
great.
Zeus.
Yeah,
Club
I
Zeus.
half-assed communicated with Tom. the
Club
other day when he was
Zeus is
here.
already a hit, and I love that someone commented they gave Phil credit for the intro. They're like, "Yo, that's a badass intro, Phil."
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, wait, what?
What? No, I don't make any of the intros, guys. I'll say it here first. That's all Pantelis playing with After Effects.
It is a good intro. Though.
It is a very.
It hyped him up, bro. This kid was so hyped. Yeah.
I didn't see the intro now. I'm trying to think. It's
Are
up
you on
to,
my Patreon?
Like, electricity.
No, are you on my Patreon? There's no way you could have seen the intro if you're not on Patreon.
I feel like I pay with my contributions, but sure, okay.
But that's why you haven't seen the intro. It's
exactly.
a Patreon
But
exclusive.
normally when you make intros, you bring them, you send me text. You're like, look at this.
I know, but I've been
avoiding
avoiding bugging you ever since you got the Rona.
I mean, I can't give you the Rona through my phone.
No, I mean so you can rest, bro.
Oh, okay.
Poseidon, cue the music. Bam! Yeah, that podcast is awesome. Club Zeus. All of the podcasts are available. They're all over the place. Some are on Patreon, patreon.com/Pantelis. Some are on the YouTube. Some are on the Spotify. You got 2 drink minimum. You got the Pantelis